even if empowerment-based self-defense did not reduce violence, let's say that it didn't, but it still had all those other benefits, isn't it still worth it to increase confidence, to reduce anxiety, to reduce depression, to reduce PTSD, to give people feelings of empowerment and resiliency? And then not only does it already do those benefits, but it also does have the ability to prevent violence. And we can come at it from the framework that nobody is at fault for violence that happens to them. The only person responsible is the assailant or the offender. And so that's how empowerment-based self-defense comes at this issue, is we acknowledge that the only person responsible is the offender assailant. And at the same time, we want to have the ability to make decisions that work for us and options for dealing with situations that could be uncomfortable or potentially threatening or, anxiety inducing, from a place of power instead of a place from fear.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really important, particularly the way that you're emphasizing the only person responsible for this is the assailant, because I think there's a pattern in this world of like a good idea emerging, and then like we run with this good idea and sometimes like overcorrect situations that didn't need correcting. And so I think the idea of like we shouldn't be victim blaming is a great idea, and the field sort of ran with it. And my fear is that then we began overcorrecting some things. And because suddenly I was hearing, well, self-defense, that feels victim blaming. It's saying that the victim needs to do something more to defend themselves. It doesn't have to be that way. I mean, you're describing something that is so, you're calling it empowerment-based self-defense. It is entirely focused on how the only person responsible is the assailant. And at the same time, I want you to live your life without limits. And so let's do both. Let's put the responsibility where it belongs, and let's live life without limits. Here are some tools to help you do that. And so I worried that the fear of, well, it might be victim blaming. Sometimes we just start sticking that label on things where it doesn't quite belong. And I wonder if that started to happen with self-defense.
I 100% think that is what happened. I often hear that